but most importantly, the growth into perspective. We're talking about adding nearly 2,000 gigawatts of new power generation projects to the Indian grid over the next 2 decades. Let us talk about the one country whose explosive growth in energy consumption is going to arguably be one of the most critical factors driving the global energy agenda going forward in the future. India. Nowhere in the world, nowhere else in the world is electrification going to be more critical and more challenging than in India. It's going to be helpful to understand India's electricity demand and supply in context of final consumption. In 2024, India consumed about 10,000 terawatt hours across all energy sources. That's coal, oil, gas, nuclear, renewables. China, with a similarly sized population, 1.4 billion people, consumed 32,800 terawatt hours of energy. That's more than 3 times the energy consumed, final energy consumed for the same number of people. And let's put the scale of India's challenge and opportunity, but most importantly, the growth into perspective. We're talking about adding nearly 2,000 gigawatts of new power generation projects to the Indian grid over the next 2 decades. We're talking about adding 200 gigawatts of new energy capacity to the India's grid every year per year for the next 20 years, just to get to where China is today. That, my friends, is both the scale of the opportunity, but also the challenge, the monumental challenge that India faces over the next couple of decades. And for us to address that challenge, the path forward is very, very clear, that we must electrify everything. We must build an energy backbone that is anchored in resources that are available within the country. And this is where we have no choice but to be pragmatic and to leverage every single energy source that is available to us as a country. And it's no different for any country in any part of the world. We must do renewables, we must do hydro, we must do efficient thermal, we must do nuclear. We must do every single thing that is available within the geographic boundaries of the country, because as much as growth and as much as cost is critical, energy security is probably more critical than every single other consideration that India faces. Coming to the role of the industry and specifically the Adani Group, we are India's largest private sector operator in every aspect of the electricity value chain. We operate thermal power assets. We are building one of the world's largest renewable energy portfolios. We're targeting 50 gigawatts by 2030, and a substantial recently announced nuclear portfolio of 10 gigawatts by 2035. We're investing in large-scale energy storage, including pumped hydro projects, energy storage batteries. We're expanding transmission networks to move large quantums of electricity from renewable resource-rich states in one part of the country to consumption centers in other parts of the country. And we're developing large green hydrogen ecosystems as well. We're doing it all at a scale and speed that rarely would have been seen in any other part of the world. Because we're very clear that for India, at the size and scale of the requirement, incremental change will not and cannot cut it. And to make this a reality, our chairman, Mr. Gautam Adani, has committed over $100 billion towards energy transition.